This video is to demonstrate what I can do with AdWords search campaigns. I'm going to go ahead and do the My Patriot Supply website with the category of emergency survival food and show you how I would go about from scratch setting up an AdWords campaign. This video will give you a glimpse into my thinking as well as my workflow. The first thing that I do is I look for keywords, because that's the start of any good campaign. So I'll go to the category page. I'll use a Chrome extension like Mozbar or this Meadow SEO one, and I'll look at the title and description and keywords that you're already targeting, and I'll keep track of, start making a list in a notepad. The next thing I'll do is I'll go out to Google and take one of the main keywords that looks like you're targeting on the page and put it into the search engine. So I chose food storage. And then I'll look at the paid ads and I'll look at the organic results for more keywords. You can get some ideas by scrolling over the top, and it will give you some suggested words. So we have food storage LDS, food storage list, how to store foods long term, food storage guidelines. So I might add those to my list. Another place you can get ideas is at the bottom. It'll tell you what other key phrases it thinks is relevant to food storage, and the search is related to food storage here. And then one of the main things I do is I look at competitors. So we got wisefoodstorage.com and we got preparewise.com with ads showing above My Patriot Supply. So I'll write down those competitors' websites to later use in the keyword planner tool. Once I find some competitors' websites that are either doing ads or ranking on the first page, I'll kind of go through the process again like I did with the client's homepage. I'll find the relevant category page, legacy long-term food storage. I will use my extension again and look at the meta titles and descriptions and get keywords from there. I'll look at the next competitor and get keywords from there. And once I have all in my notepad, maybe a dozen relevant keywords, then I'm ready to go to AdWords and to put these into the keyword planner tool. So I cut and paste those into the search area here, and then you can also put in a relevant landing page. And then run that, and you're going to end up with it says 713 keywords, which you can then go ahead and download. Since you're dealing with a large database, I'll go ahead and sort and filter, and I'll sort by the average monthly search and competition, which tells you how difficult it's going to be to rank for organically, or how high you're going to have to bid for a paid search. And I usually choose like the top 20 that have kind of hit that sweet spot of they have search volume and they're medium to low. Another one of my favorite tools is SEMrush. I'll put the client website in there, mypatriotsupply.com, and take a look at the overview. It'll give me an idea of what's in market and how it's trending. As you scroll down, ad type ratio, so media, compared to HTML compared to text. I'll be able to click in and see the ads, both the display ads and the text ads. At this point, we'll go ahead and copy these text ads to use. I'll put the competitors in there as well. So preparewise.com and wisefoodstorage.com. And from here, you can actually download all of the keywords. So I'll put those in my Excel document, remove any duplicates, and then I can see what the competitors are doing as well, and still some of their keywords. To avoid wasted ad spend, I'm going to be looking for negative keywords as well, and WordStream has a tool where you can put in emergency food storage, and then you can go in and click yes and no to see if they're relevant, and then it will give you a list that you can use for excluding keywords. So now that I have my keywords, it's time to think about site structure. I looked at my Patriot Supply and saw that there were 4 main categories. I'm going to be focusing on just 2 of them, emergency survival food and Alexa Pure. I also went and looked at a competitor and saw that they had a structure that had to do with like 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, 1 week, 72 hours. And I crossed out gluten-free because as far as I know, we don't offer that one. Under the food category, we had bestsellers, long-term, short-term, family options, and so forth. I crossed out bestsellers and deals of the week because they are going to be dynamic and changing. So the evergreen ones are going to be like long-term, short-term, family. I'm going to go ahead and do the long-term. And that's going to be my ad group. Then underneath the ad group, I'm going to go ahead and create ads. So the ad that I'm going to create is going to be under long-term emergency survival food. And I'm optimizing for quality score, which actually means I'm going to do 1 ad group per 1 keyword. And I'm underneath the ad group, it's going to be 3 different match types: phrase, exact, and modified broad. And you see those here. So pulling from our keyword research, these are the long-term ad groups. We already mentioned the first one. So each one of these is going to be the keyword that's going to be bolded when people search. It's going to have a high quality score. So emergency food storage, long-term food storage. You can read them. Survival food kit. These were all in that showed opportunity of having good search volume and medium competition. Now that we have our main keywords, it's time to start thinking about our descriptions. I went on the website. I was able to find some what I call unique value proposition: emergency preparedness, self-reliance, food independence. I saw somewhere up to 25-year shelf life, affordable, conveniently packaged. So this is all good stuff that I can use. I also looked for benefits that I can use for copy. It's a good thing to put in the descriptions. And so fast and free shipping, satisfaction guarantees. I liked easy to prepare meals, drinks, and snacks. So I'll use that for copy. Search ads also have extensions and rich snippets that you can add. So here are some possible site links that I thought of. What happens when the emergency food supply runs out? I could cross-promote the survival seed vault. I looked at what was being featured in the slider. So these are more promotional things. We can actually time these, like schedule the extensions for the same time as the promotions. For those who are in like the awareness stage and are just looking for information, we could have some site links that refer the Survival Scout articles or for them to download a catalog. I would definitely have a call extension and set it up as a Google Talk number so that we can track it and keep track of conversions that come in over the phone. So on mobile phones, the call extension will be a click to call. And then this is new actually. I just learned about price extensions. I saw PrepareWise doing these. So I can actually add products and put prices in there. So I'm going to do a few of those. Here's a look at a screenshot that I took showing the price extensions. There was this one, and then there was a more button, and I clicked on it, and it had a pop-up that showed 3 more. Here's the ad that I took a screenshot of for Wise Food Company. This ad on the top, they were doing some things that I really liked. Here you can see they have a call extension. And then these here are call outs. And then here's their site links. And My Patriot Supply has site links, but they don't have the 2 descriptions under them. So this one takes up a lot more real estate. So here's the My Patriot Supply ad. And you can see the website extensions here without the descriptions. So I would like to go ahead and add those descriptions to make this take up more space. Then it will look more like the organic rich snippets down here. We are doing better than PrepareWise though. It doesn't have any site extensions at all. This is wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. We want it hefty, hefty, hefty. I've copied the ads for My Patriot Supply and for PrepareWise and Wise Food Storage. So I have the text that they're using. I'm going to use that to give me some ideas to write my own sales copy. For food storage, it says affordable storage food, tasty and easy to take on the go, buy online. And this one's long-term storage, food options, larger serving sizes, and low prices. One thing I've noticed that I can improve right away is to add the keyword again to the display URL. You can see the competitors are adding a keyword. It looks clean, but it actually has been proven it helps convert. To get that keyword in one more time, and it will be bolded. Another thing that I'd like to add is these 5-star reviews. Makes it stand out, and social proof. Do a good job of doing this in your catalog and in your other advertising. I want to bring it into the paid search. To be able to create and preview expanded text ads, I'm using a preview tool. So I put things in here on the left, the final URL, my headline 1 and 2, the URL path, a description. This is the expanded part. Then I'm able to add call out extensions, phone number extension, and some structured snippets. And then it gives me a preview on the right. So I went ahead and created 3 different ads using this, and I'll show those to you now. So the first ad for the headline, I have America's most trusted long-term emergency survival food. And I was able to get the dash in the perfect place, use all the characters. And then in the display URL, I got in survival food. And we have our call extension. We have a review extension showing the 5 stars. And for the extended text, I have up to 25-year shelf life, affordable, conveniently packaged, prepared today as the call to action. And for call outs, I have fast and free shipping, satisfaction guarantee, MSG and GMO free, and made in the USA. And for site links, 1-year food storage, deal of the day, 3-month food supply, and short term. Okay, on to the next one. This is just a variation of the first one, but I'm targeting a new keyword, which is emergency food storage. And for the site links, I added new ones. I have Organic Seed Vault, Alexa Pure Filtration, Patriot Pantry, and Read Survival Scout, which I pulled from the aside on the home page, using it for cross promotion. For this last one, I wrote some new sales copy. It's not just dried foods, it's freedom. And then a new extended text, affordable storage food, tasty and easy to take on the go. Prepare now. And instead of site links at the bottom, I use some structured snippets. This one for brands, so I have Patriot Seeds, the Organic Seed Vault, and Patriot Pantry. Unfortunately, the preview tool didn't let me enter the 2 lines of description underneath the site links. So I'm just going to tell you what I would put in there. It also didn't let me do the product extensions with the prices of deals of the day or what we're promoting. I'm hoping when I go into AdWords that the ad preview tool there will show those. If not, I'll just have to mock them up for you. Now I wanted to take a look at water filtration and the Alexa Pure Pro and show you what I would do for search ads for that. I looked at the competitor Berkey water filters, went to their website and looked at their meta title and description. In the title, you can see that they are talking about how they're the world leader, emphasizing that they've been around for over 2 decades, calling themselves famous. A lot of their keywords are branded: Berkey water filter, Berkey Light, Big Berkey. So it seems like their marketing is just that they're the incumbent and the best and the world leader. Looking at the Alexa Pure website, the section on MPS, looking at the meta title and description there, looks like the messaging instead of the world leader is that it's revolutionary and that it's all new and that it's better, cheaper, just pennies a gallon. So if you look at a Berkey ad, there you see the over 2 decades, 1 million happy customers. Again, their links are just kind of to their own products, like everybody knows them. Like within the prepper community, they're a household name. And then they have the price in there is $2.58. So here's an ad that I mocked up to go along with the all new revolutionary. I put new into the name. I added the restricted. I have the claim in there of 99.99% of contaminants removed, and I put the price as well. So the call to action is actually the price, only $197. So people will see both of these ads. They'll see $2.58 on one, and then they'll see $197. And then the call outs and the site links. Site links are to cross promote again other Alexa Pure products. So here's a mock-up of the ad. You can see how it looks in mobile and on desktop. It was for the keyword water filtration system. And then I was thinking about our persona, Midvale Molly, and how she saw in the news about water contamination in places like Flint. And she was on a budget. So I created this ad with her in mind, marketing to that persona. Best water purification system, only $197 plus free shipping. Again, emphasizing that it's lower price and it's still just as good or better. And I added some messaging that would resonate with her of let us help protect your family. And then some urgency of act now. Okay, now I'd like to turn our attention back to the AdWords account and the site structure. I, as a best practice, usually create it similar to the categories on the website. So we have heirloom seeds, emergency survival food, Lexapure, and survival essentials. Heirloom seeds, I wouldn't do a lot of pay-per-click for because the signature product is about $30 retail. That's just kind of a low price point. What I would do is more SEO for heirloom seeds. I can see now for the search non-GMO seeds that you have a very good ad that's in the second position. But I looked at page 1 and I didn't see My Patriot Supply on there at all. And it's not on page 1. It might as well not exist. I saw that it's in the middle of page 2. And nobody really goes to page 2. If you want to hide a body, that's the best place to put it. And so here we have My Patriot Supply. And since they really are the finest quality heirloom seeds, and you've been around for 8 years, that's just not good enough. So I'd like to, if I'm hired, look into how we can improve the SEO to get that onto page 1. Because otherwise you're going to start losing market share to companies that I haven't even heard of, like Annie's Seeds. Back to the site structure. Survival essentials. Keith had told me that not a big priority for you guys right now. You might make your fourth category emergency fuel, things like solar. So I wouldn't do any PPC for this either, but I'd encourage you to look at marketplaces like eBay and Amazon, and you can sell a ton on there. Might even be a good place to just see what sells as far as the fuel and solar stuff goes, and then see what you want to private label and make your own website or add as a category on here. So emergency survival food and Lexapure is where it's at for PPC. I created a flowchart. So at the top would be a manager account. Within that, I would create an account that was emergency survival food with campaigns of long-term and short-term ad groups, 6-month, 1 year cans and cases for the long term, and for the short term, 72-hour kit, 1 week, 1 month, 3 month, and extras. Underneath extras, I would have protein, coffee, fruits and veggies, soups, breakfast, dessert. And then for the Lexapure side, be its own account with campaigns for Pro Breeze, Survival Spring Go, and Pitcher. And then underneath Pro is where I would put water treatment and storage. Breeze would be your air purification. In my experience, this type of site structure is the best practice. It makes it so that you can set budgets and settings at the campaign or ad group levels, as well as your keywords and your site placements. I imagine it's similar to how you may have things laid out now. What I imagine that I will have to restructure is going to be the ads so that I can have one keyword ads. You can see an example here in this flow chart. Water filtration system ad number 1, water purification system ad number 2, emergency water filtration ad number 3, and underneath those I will have the different match types, exact, phrase, and modified broad. And then for the other ads, I'm going to have to put in negatives so that they don't compete with each other, and so that they don't pick up the other long tail of the other ads. The reason that quality score is important, the reason I want to do the one word ad groups is according to WordStream, you get a discount if you have over the average 5 quality score. So if you get to 6 or 7, it's like a 200% bonus. So here's where it shows if you have a +1, will save you, like going from a 5 to 6 will save you 14.3%. Or you can see if you have below the average 5, it's costing you, penalizing you 33.3%. If you don't know what your quality scores are, you can go in and you can add them as a column, and then they'll appear here. If there's anything that's going to be like 5 or below, I'm going to want to rewrite the ad, or I'm going to want to pause those because I don't want to pay that penalty of 33.3% or more. Now to show you how I would set up the actual account, I want to share with you real quick how I would set up a campaign for the account Lexapure. I would set up separate campaigns for search, display, and retargeting. So this one's for search, and it's for the Lexapure Pro. Search network with display, select all features. That gives me all the options I'm going to need for my site links. Then I'm going to thinking of our persona again of Midvale Mary. So I'm going to target the Salt Lake City DMA. Says it's about 3.5 million people. Okay, and then I'm going to target the top of the page. That will make it so that it will show in the top 3 positions, and really I want the top 1 or 2 positions so that all of the site links show up and aren't truncated. For demonstration purposes, I have a default bid of $10 and a budget of $100. That I'll be able to get when I'm able to peek under the hood in your account and see what your averages are. Default bid's probably going to be lower than that. Budget's going to be based on the total budget for this category divided by 30.4 days, which is how Google works. Then we have all my site links, and add the ones we talked about in the mock-up here. The reviews the review site links are actually automated, and so we would need to talk about how to set up some reviews through Google. And then once you have 150, those will start showing up automatically. As far as showing what times and days, again, that's going to be based on when I'm looking at the Google Analytics e-commerce information, and I can see what times of days people are converting. A lot of times I will still show it all days. I'll just do some bid adjustments for the peaks and for the valleys, positive 20% or minus 20%. That's also when I would look at like devices and if I wanted to bid more for mobile or for desktop. Now I'm creating my ad group. I call it water purification system, which is going to be the same as my keywords. This ad text should look similar because it's what we'd mocked up before for Midvale Molly. Again, she wants to protect her family. Here's where I enter in the keywords. It's the 3 different match types, the exact phrase and modified broad. Got our default bid, which is just a guesstimate right now. We're going to modify our columns to be able to see our quality scores. Again, here's why we care about quality score. Quality score is an estimate of how relevant your ads are on the landing page to the person who's seen your ad. High quality scores typically lead to lower costs and better ad positions. Okay, and I did learn how to do the price extensions. You have to set it up first and then go in 2 extensions and then you can add them. This is something that I haven't done before. It shows you that I am smart and that I can learn new things that are relevant to your business. So going back to Alexa Pure, these are the different price extensions that I would do. You can do a header, description, and then enter the price with, you can enter units. You can do a qualifier saying that it's like an average or up to. In the top right corner, you can see examples of how they would show. So it will show 3, and then it would have a plus button to be able to see more. So it would put the higher price points as the main 3, which is going to be your Alexa Pure Pro, your Breeze, probably your Pitcher, or maybe replacement filters for the Alexa Pure Pro. And then I added a date. Let's say that something was on sale, like this introductory price for the Pitcher was going to be just for May. You could schedule that. Start and end date, and then let's say you only want to show ads while your call center is open. You could do all days from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. The other big thing that I would do is to start using customer match. I know Keith had some concerns about privacy and if Google shared any information with other advertisers. And so I looked into that, and according to this, no. The data stays safe and secure. And that'd be pretty revolutionary. This is where I would target people like Chicago Chris or Dallas Dan, who are later in the buyer's journey, that are previous customers. Show them ads in their Gmail to retarget them. with new products that we come out with, or with extras like protein or desserts. So this video is not too long. That about covers. I hope that gives you a good idea of both my thinking and my workflow. And I hope to hear from you guys soon as far as a job. Let me know if you have any questions or you want me to go into more detail on something. I'd be happy to do that. But goodbye for now.